Whoa, gold coin. So this is what real money feels like to hold. Now, I've been buying gold for about like 15 years or so now, and I'm going to give you a complete gold buying guide. I'm going to make sure you don't make any of the stupid ass mistakes that I made when I first started my journey. And by the time you're done, you're going to be able to confidently purchase gold coins. You're going to know how to buy them, where to buy them, what to buy, how much to pay, and what to look out for. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that we're going to be talking about is what to buy. So, in my opinion, if you're new, you should probably be sticking to like the more popular coins, and there's many reasons for that. And in the US, this happens to be government backed bullion coins. Now, we are talking investment grade coins that don't carry numismatic or collector value. So, if you're here for numismatic or collectible reasons, this probably isn't the right video for you because I don't collect coins, I invest in them. And that's not to knock the numismatics or the collectibles. It's just that I'm interested in the actual gold content and the actual worth here, okay? I'm interested in the money. So, the gold bullion coins that the US Mint produces each year are the American Gold Eagle and then the American Buffalo. So, I have the American Eagle right here. Okay, as you can see, there's the front and there's the back. Now, the American Buffalo, like an idiot, I forgot it, but I'll use something in its place just to show you the color content because there's difference between the American Eagle, which is 22 karat, and the American Buffalo, which is 24 karat. I'll show you that in just a second. Now, the American Gold Eagle is without a doubt the most popular coin in the United States. And it's probably one of the most recognized gold coins worldwide. Not probably, it is. And it's one of the reasons why I have quite a few of these. They're really, really liquid. So these started production in 1986 and it has four different size options. All right. So we have the 1 ounce, which you can see right here. And then I have a whole bunch of these. I got a whole tube of these. And then in this other tube, I also have, let me get some of these out. So we have a whole bunch here, but we have this is a 1/4 ounce right here, which is a little smaller, and I'll compare the sizes. And then here's a 1/2 ounce. All right, now I'm gonna put these to the side. I'm gonna hold them up next to each other, and you see 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, and 1 ounce. Now they also have a 1/10 ounce, which I don't have. I should have grabbed one of my 1/10 ounce coins, but I just forgot to grab that as well. But this is the difference between 1 ounce, 1/2 ounce, and then a 1/4 ounce right here. You can see the difference in size. So we'll talk a little bit more about size and what's the right size to buy for you in just a bit. But understand that a 1 ounce gold coin has 1 ounces of gold in it, right? The coin itself may actually weigh a little over an ounce, as this one does right here, right? Which weighs around 31 grams. This is the American Eagle right here. The reason that this weighs more than an ounce is because this is a 22 karat coin. So that means the coin is 91.6% gold, and then the remaining 8.33% is copper and silver alloy. So there is a full ounce of gold in the coin, but also an additional few grams of the copper and silver. Now, this is done to make sure that the coin is harder and more durable. And it also gives it a slight color change. And then there's also a $50 face value on this American Eagle. So what this means is that you could literally take this into a store and get $50 worth of stuff. Although, obviously, you would be a complete moron to do so, considering the gold content in this coin is worth over $2,200 right now. Now, I'm sure that plenty of people have done this, sadly, and they say that the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has limits, unfortunately. So let's now go to the American Buffalo, which is also produced by the US Mint. Now, if I had the Buffalo with me, what you would notice is that the difference in color, I'm going to use a replacement here, but the difference in color with the Buffalo has a lot more yellow to it, and that's because it's a 24 karat coin. Now, since the maple leaf or the Canadian maple leaf is also 24 karat, I can use this to kind of show you the color difference where this is more yellow and this is not as yellow, right? And what the 24 karat means is just pure gold. So it's pure gold and there's no other metals in it. Okay, there's no other metals mixed in. Now I got a picture here of the buffalo so you can at least get a visual since my dumbass self forgot my buffalo. So let me show you that now. And here it is right here. And this is definitely one of my favorite designs for coins for sure. I love the American Buffalo design. So, outside of gold purity, the American Buffalo is extremely similar to the American Eagle and has the same $50 face value. And because the gold Buffalo is pure gold or 24 karat gold, you have to be a lot more careful when you're handling them. And it's why they often come in capsules to protect them. So, some examples like I got this one in a capsule. I'll show you this coin in a little bit. Here's another one I got in a capsule, Australian Swan. Here's another one, it's like a Bitcoin 1 ounce gold coin, also in a capsule. That just helps protect the 24 karat kind of softer gold content. Again, that pure gold is actually quite soft, right? So it's just much easier to be dinged or dented or scratched or damaged, and that's why people put them in the capsule. I don't put all mine in capsules. I probably should, but most people do. So, a lot of people prefer their coins to be pure gold, like the Buffalo. So, the Buffalo does have a strong following, especially on the YouTube platform, it seems. It's very strong on YouTube. I think on YouTube, the Buffalo is actually probably more popular than the Eagle for some reason. So if you live in the US, I'd say that one of these two coins, the American Buffalo or the American Eagle, are probably your best choice. Now, I personally have way more of the American Eagles. I got two full capsules of them, got them all right here. I don't have them all out, but whole handful here of coins. I got this whole capsule filled. So I got tons of the American Eagles. And the reason for that, the way I look at it is that, both of them have 1 ounce of gold in them. So they both have the same value, but the American Gold Eagle is harder, right? It's more durable and it's more recognizable. I can beat it on the counter and play with it with my fingers and not worry as much about if it's going to be scratched or dinged or dented. Whereas the Buffalo and other 24 karat coins, you got to be really careful with how you handle them. A lot of people don't even take them out of their packaging. It's like, what good is something if you can't play with it? I want to be able to play with my coins a little bit. So there have also been a lot more gold eagles produced than gold buffaloes. So this additional kind of recognition makes them more liquid in my book. Although, on the flip side, I can see why some people just want the pure gold content, the 24 karat gold. And when it comes down to it, it's just a matter of preference on what you prefer. But look, both options are great, right? They're both fantastic options. Although there is one important point, and that's that the Buffaloes only come in the 1 ounce size, which cost around $2,200 at the time of shooting this video. We will talk, about what size to buy in just a little bit, but I wanted to point that out first because it is a more important aspect. Now, if you don't live in the United States, there's plenty of other good options to buy. But in my opinion, the Canadian Maple Leaf is probably one of the best options. And I have that coin over here somewhere. Here's that Canadian Maple Leaf, which is, also 24 karat gold, just like the Buffalo. And actually, the Maple Leaf was the first pure gold bullion coin. So it was the first coin that was 24 karat gold, and it was introduced in 1979. So 7 years older than even the American Eagle. And also, just like the Buffalo and the Eagle, it has that same $50 face value. Now, there are also other good choices you could go with. For example, the South African Krugerrand is probably the most popular in the world, probably even more popular than the Eagle. I think the Eagle is actually second to it, if I'm not mistaken. Then there's also popular options like the Australian kangaroo, you got the Chinese gold panda. But, the fact is, you're probably going to want to invest in whatever coin is popular to your area. That's going to be your bulk investment. So, for example, if you're in Canada, well, the Canadian Maple Leaf will probably be your main coin of choice, right? If you're British, well, then the British Britannia. You get the point. Wherever you're from, look up your country's coin, and that's probably what you're mainly going to invest in. By the way, my sister lives in England, so I'm essentially a Britain-law for all my Brits out there. But anyways, I don't hold these other coins as high or in as high amounts because I live in the United States. I have a couple of the Canadian Maple Leafs. I got a decent amount of American Buffaloes. I got a ton of American Eagles. Then again, I have a whole bunch of random coins, right? Like I showed you these before. I'll show you a little closer. That's my Bitcoin one, which is kind of I like cryptocurrency as well, but that's a 1 ounce coin that has Bitcoin on it. Right here we have the gold swan, so the gold Australian swan. And then finally, I just brought this one. This is has a line on it. It's like Sesca Republica, I believe is how you say it. And that's just a few of my random coins that I picked up out of my stash. And then, of course, on top of my gold coins, I also have a whole bunch of gold bars as well. Now, if you're a beginner, I think gold coins are a great way to start, but we do have videos on investing in bars versus investing in coins, so feel free to check those out. So let's start talking about how much to pay for your coins. Now, before you know if you're paying the right price, you need to know the spot price of gold. I typically use the site goldprice.org to check the spot prices, but you can really use anything. And you can see a screenshot here where the spot price is currently $2,172. And you can also just Google gold price, and you'll get plenty of resources that will show you what the current spot price of gold is. Understand that when you buy your gold, you're going to be paying over spot price, right? How much you pay over spot price is going to depend on a few different things. And the first one would be supply and demand, right? Another one would be like the form, right? Are you buying coins or bars or rounds? Then you got the purity, what kind are you buying? The mint or the brand. And there's other factors, but probably the biggest factor is size. That's what she said. I can never resist that one. All right, so we'll talk more about size shortly. But since we have already talked a good bit about 1 ounce gold coins, you can expect to pay about a little over 5% premium on 1 ounce gold coins. Now, obviously, this may not be exact, but it is a fair starting ground. So, with the spot price being $2,172 right now, you can expect to pay, at least $2,250 for one of these 1 ounce gold coins. And I want to get back to size options because that's really important and makes a big difference on what price you're going to pay for the coins that you're purchasing. So, we're going to specifically talk about the American Gold Eagle because they come in different size options. The American Buffalo only has fractional options in 2008. So, fractional buffaloes are actually extremely rare. And because of the rarity, they are actually really expensive if you can even find them. And being an investor, I pay for the gold content, not necessarily like the rarity. So fractional buffaloes are just not going to be in the discussion as it's not something I would invest in. Now, again, the American Eagle comes in 1 ounce, half an ounce, a quarter ounce, and then 1/10 ounce sizes. This is the most important thing you need to understand. The smaller you buy, the higher premium that you are going to pay. For example, a 1/10 ounce American Eagle may cost you upwards of $300 right now with a $2,172 spot price. So 10 of them would be an ounce, right, at about $3,000. So that's like $700 more you spent if you just would have got 1 ounce coin instead. But obviously, not everyone has the funds for, a 1 ounce coin to just buy that up front. And also, there are other good reasons to hold some fractional coins, not just, the price difference or you can't afford it. Now, personally, I hold mostly 1 ounce coins and bars. They are a very common size, and also the price paid over spot doesn't change a ton after you go above that 1 ounce mark. Like I have like a 10 ounce bar, which I didn't pay that much less for per ounce than I did all my 1 ounce bars. So just to finish off like the examples for percent over spot price, for a quarter ounce coin, which you can see right here, so this is a quarter ounce American Eagle, you can expect to pay about $700 right now. So that's about $2,800 for an ounce and about $500 more than if you were just buying an ounce straight. So for the half ounce coin, you may pay a little less than $2,500, right? And that's about $200 more than if you're buying a straight ounce. So for a 1/10 ounce coin, you paid about $700 more, right? Now, for an ounce of 1/4 ounce coins, you paid about $500 more. And then for a half ounce coin, you paid about $200 more. And then, of course, we're comparing this to the 1 ounce coin. So just remember, size does matter. Also remember, look, I'm just estimating prices, okay? Don't come in and say the price is this or that. I'm just giving you ballparks to help you understand price differences based on what size you are buying. All right, so let's now talk about where to buy. And this is also important. So I've bought from everywhere, and I can tell you that my online dealers are probably one of my favorite options for beginners. Okay. Local coin shops can be awesome for more experienced buyers, but for beginners, that's not always the case. I have each of my dealers listed below. For anyone that wants to use them, feel free. So here's the deal with where to buy 'em. Now, a lot of people are more experienced who do these videos, and they're just going to tell you just go to the local coin dealers, right? I'm not opposed to it, and there's a lot of really good local dealers out there, but you have to understand there's also a lot of really bad local dealers out there as well. Sleazeballs aren't necessarily uncommon in the coin shop market. Let's just say that, okay? And if you can find a good coin shop, you can get better prices than you can get online typically. But on the other end, if you find a sleazeball, especially one that detects you are newer or a beginner, you could end up in the end paying a whole lot more than you would have online. So, my personal recommendation is to always start online, and as you gain knowledge, you can start playing with the local coin shops. But starting there can definitely be dangerous. I know beginners who have tried going to coin shops to start and they just totally get ripped off. The dealers I deal with are great, the online ones, and they'll take care of you uh, if you're looking to stay online for now. If you're going to go the route of a local coin dealer, just be smart and do your research. Do that extra research before you go in. Now, once you get your coins, you're going to want to think about storage. Now, I can guarantee you there is some coin lovers out there that are watching this video and having a heart attack because I don't have all my 24 karat coins in capsules to protect them. Again, I hold, a bunch of American Buffaloes and some Canadian Maple Leafs that I just hold in like bags. People would have a heart attack seeing that because typically people hold those in capsules to protect them because remember that 24 karat is softer, not as durable, can be easily scratched, dinged, and dented. So technically, I should have all those 24 karat coins in capsules. Just keep that in mind. But honestly, the truth is I've just been too lazy to get capsules for them, and it's horrible, but it is what it is. I don't care that much about it. It's still about the gold content. I'll go to my storage facility to get them out to shoot videos, but I'm too lazy to grab a couple capsules. Now, you should get capsules, especially for the 24 karat coins. There's no reason not to. Don't be an idiot like me. They also, of course, have the tubes, which you saw right here. I store a lot of my coins in tubes as well. So, with that said, who's ready to go buy some gold coins? And hey, forgot to remind you, make sure you subscribe. Give me a comment and give me some feedback. We love hearing from you guys. Talk to you soon.